But you're trying to help the community stay safe this holiday season by giving people the option to have a free ride home instead of driving home drunk.
That's right. We offer this, and we've been offering it for 20 years, but we offer this campaign, and so if anybody needs a designated driver through January 1st, 24/7, they've got a safe ride home.
And how does someone go about accessing those rides?
To get a ride, you just call 903-333-RIDE. And we set up that hotline so you can reach any of the partners we have for this campaign, and it will get to them immediately, and they'll get out to you.
Okay, and what kind of effort goes into putting a campaign like this together and getting those partners throughout the community?
Yeah, this is a big to-do every year to make sure it's all coordinated and works well. And so we're setting up the hotline and working with our partners to make sure everybody's on the same page about it. And I have to say, we have wonderful partners in Tyler Car Service, Yellow Checker Cab of Longview, and for the first time ever, Go Bus. And so now we have access to 14 counties for this campaign due to Go Bus's involvement.
Wow, and this is all covered by Roberts & Roberts?
That's right. It's a partnership between the two where we're all sharing and making sure this happens.
And what was the inspiration behind starting this campaign? I know you said it was 20 years ago, but why do you continue to do it every year?
We started this campaign and we continue to do it because we see what happens when people drink and drive and are unsafe. And we'd much rather somebody get home to their family during the holiday season than have to come to our office to talk to us. So this is a way to make sure the holiday season is great, carefree. If we could do it all year, we would do it. It's just a great way to keep the roads safe for all of us.
And do you have any sort of estimate of how many people on average will use the service?
Yeah, I know the number can be in the 100-some years, and so as it's grown, it's gotten larger. And so this year, we expect it to be quite a bit large, given that it's now in 14 counties. But it keeps growing every year.
Okay, and is this something y'all will continue to do for years to come?
Yes, I can imagine we'll do this not just every year, but maybe at other parts of the year when there's drinking, like Memorial Day. We've talked about doing that. And so we want to grow this as much as we can and keep the community safe. That's the bottom line.
Absolutely. And what kind of a response from the community have you received about this campaign?
We get great responses. It's always neat when I see people call just to save the number. And so we get a lot of that this time of the year as people are preparing. And we encourage people to do that and save it so if you also see somebody who needs a ride that you don't know, you can hand it to them. But we get a lot of great comments and feedback, and that always makes us feel good because we know it's keeping the road safe, and we're glad that people see that happening.
Fantastic. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
I'll just add that we do this in, let me start over. Sorry, I'm really losing my voice.
So fine.
Okay, hopefully that's better. We do this really for two reasons. One is to make sure that people are getting a safe ride home now, but it's also to create muscle memory. If somebody is in the habit of getting help when they need it, then they'll call in the future for a ride. So the hope is that we're building a long-term habit for people who are in an unsafe situation and don't have access to a ride.
And do y'all see a lot of drunk driving cases here?
Yes, unfortunately, we do see a lot of drunk driving cases, and they typically are pretty bad wrecks because that person's really veering head-on into somebody or some other situation. But the bottom line is those are typically bad accidents, and we do see quite a few of them, and particularly this time of the year, which is what initiated this whole thing in the first place.
Okay, and this may seem like it has an obvious answer, but you know, a lot of times people obviously in that state of mind are not thinking straight, clearly. What are the legal repercussions of someone, you know, let's say get in an accident or even just getting pulled over?
Yeah.
I mean, and then they have to hire someone like y'all to come in and help.
Yeah, the legal repercussions for drunk driving are severe. Obviously, you can have civil penalties, lose your license, but a lot of people, you know, we're representing the accident victims on the other side. We often see the offender go to jail for a very, very long time. And so it's a very severe penalty. It's so easy to pick up the phone and get a safe ride and not have to have that nightmare scenario. So we encourage people to do that because it's a bad outcome if you drink and drive.